Hi, this is Aggie from Q Language Services, and welcome to my very brief impromptu video on how to use, or shall we say, what the different tools with stylus for note-taking look like. So I've got in front of me three of the tools that I use for note-taking. I have got I'm sorry, I'm trying to keep remembering to look that other way, I'm so sorry. I've got my cheap and cheerful stylus tool by Novius, and it's very cheap. It costs about £6 to £9 depending on whether you can grab a deal on Amazon. And I like it because it's very simple to use. Essentially, you've just got this surface, which is the writable surface, and all you need is a tool to make marks on it, like so. It wipes clean with the touch of a button, and you can also lock it, and then if you write something on it and accidentally press the button, it will stay there. You can see it's got a little number 3 on it. I've got 3 of those, and the reason why I've got them set up in such a way is that if I have someone who is talking a lot longer, for example in court or during a social service appointment, I would just lay those out in front of me on a table, write whatever the person is saying, and then I would start recreating the message in the target language and just go plop and delete what I've written there. So this is tool number 1. Tool number 2 is a tablet. I have limited use for it in terms of note-taking on during on-site appointments, because it's A, quite expensive, B, really heavy, and C, it requires a power source, and I don't want to risk running out of power mid-appointment. It did happen to me actually not that long ago, and it's just a bit of a pain. But if you, for example, open your note-taking app, this is Samsung note-taking app, and I'm actually going to angle my camera in a different way so you can see better. Hopefully this works, or not. Yay, it kind of works. So you basically set up your type of writing tool that you want to use. You've got pens, you've got pencils, you've got highlighters, and you just choose your color, the fineness of the stroke. There's quite a big degree of customizations there, and you basically scroll down if you want to carry on with your note-taking, and it kind of pops up a page. If you see, it goes release page and it pops it up automatically. I find that it is quite fun to use, and it does have a great deal of flexibility, because obviously it has its own memory, internal memory, where you can store your glossaries, your materials, you can store your ebooks, you can store all manner of helpful things and annotate them and have them open in front of you. If I do use it, I use it at home just to make sure that I don't lose it somewhere accidentally. I do have a tendency to lose things. I think every single umbrella and most of scarves that I have ever owned are kind of gone there out in the world, so I wouldn't really risk taking this with me. And to top it off, my absolutely favourite type of tool is the Onyx Boox, and let me show you. And this is an absolute wonder when it comes to tablets. You will not be tempted to scroll, or doom scroll or watch your Instagram on that, because you simply can't. All it really does is it allows you to take notes, and it allows you to read pretty much, oh come on, it's not coming up, any type of text file out there, so PDFs, docs, RTFs, and many others that I actually don't know the names of. So let's just wait until once it boots up. If you don't use it, it goes into waiting mode. But once you've switched it on, you will see it starts up It's a little bit like a mini computer that you have with folders, subfolders, and it's organized a little bit like that. It's not very flashy, it doesn't have like a beautiful screen, but it's very, very utilitarian, and I think it really does good what it says on the tin. So let's say I want to take some notes. So today, for example, I attended a really great mentoring session with Making Tang about Facebook. So I've got my notes here, and it looks a bit like this. So say, for example, I want to write something. I quite like to use the stylus that comes with it because it's very nice, it's very tactile, and you basically flip it to erase it. And then you can add multiple pages to it. You can store your notes under specific names. So for example, here I've got some notes for a review that I'm going to write about the Secret Magistrate book, and that way you've got all of your things in one place. You also have place for a library where you can upload any type of any type of text file. Mine's empty now, but I will put some stuff in it soon. And it's not as heavy as the tablet, but it's not as light as those. I would say it's kind of in between. It's more heavy than not, but it's definitely not as heavy as this. So say if you want to take it to your appointment, say conference interpreting appointment, you will be a lot more comfortable holding onto this for, say, a couple of hours, while this is probably going to start weighing on you, so I wouldn't really hold it myself. And the battery life is fabulous. I think it lasts about a couple of weeks, just depending on how often you use it on single charge. And I think as far as having those functions of note-taking, storing your ideas, allowing you to put little scraps of thoughts and ideas for articles, ideas for posts, also annotating existing files, that is absolutely the best one. And I think if you are serious about trying to reduce your your carbon footprint and using less paper, and having something that you can actually use at work that's not just a gimmick, I would say this is the best one. These are very, very cheap. You can pick them up, like I said, for just a couple of pounds on the internet, but they still beat paper because they are reusable, they're quite visible. You can literally even, I've lost my stylus, but I can just literally use a pen and use the nub of a pen and take notes. And it's my favorite tool to take to court with me. So this is my little presentation. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope it will inspire you to embrace paper-free solutions.